I have so many stories to tell about Miles Davis. And one of my favorite ones is when we were performing in, I believe, Stuttgart, Germany. This was about 1963 or maybe early 64. I think it was 63. And just as I am today, I've always been interested in science since I was a kid. So I'm always buying, now it's computers and it's, video cameras and the newest and the smallest technologically advanced things. At that time, it was tape recorder. It was before cassette. So I bought a brand new Uher, portable reel-to-reel tape recorder, which at that time was the smallest in the world, one of the smallest in the world. And so one of the big problems that Miles had with me was that I would take the tape recorder, and I remember specifically this time that I would carry the tape recorder on stage, and I would take my little microphones, 2 small microphones, because it was stereo, crawl under the piano and set the microphones up. But usually at about that time, and in Stuttgart, this particular time, Miles counted off the tempo with his foot. It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I was still under the piano. I was supposed to start, and I was still under the piano. Miles looked up and went, ah. So he had to start it again. Now, finally we started and everything was fine. And I remember that we were playing So What, one of Miles's compositions from the late 50s, I guess. And Tony Williams was playing drums, Ron Carter bass, Wayne Shorter saxophone, and it was a really hot night. The music was tight, it was powerful, it was innovative, and fun. We were having a lot of fun, and the music was on. Tony Williams was burning on his drums, and so right in the middle of Miles's solo, when he was playing one of his amazing solos, and I'm trying, I'm in there and I'm playing. Right in the middle of his solo, I played the wrong chord. A chord that it just sounded completely wrong. It sounded like a big mistake. And I did this and I went, oh, like this. I put my hands around my ears. And Miles paused for a second. And then he played some notes that made my chord right. He made it correct. Which astounded me. I couldn't believe what I heard. Miles was able to make something that was wrong into something that was right. With the power of the choice of notes that he made and the feeling that he had. And so I couldn't play for about a minute. I couldn't even touch the piano. But what I realize now is that Miles didn't hear it as a mistake. He heard it as something that happened, just an event. And so that was part of the reality of what was happening at that moment. And he dealt with it. He found something that, since he didn't hear it as a mistake, he felt it was his responsibility to find something that fit. And he was able to do that. That taught me a very big lesson about not only music, but about life. We can look for the world to be as we would like it to be as individuals. Make it easy for me. that idea. We can look for that. But I think the important thing is that we grow. And the only way we can grow is to have a mind that's open enough to be able to accept situations, to be able to experience situations as they are and turn them into medicine, turn poison into medicine. Take whatever situation you have and make something constructive happen with it. That's what I learned from that situation with Miles.